Yeah, I went to the business school for a while.
Good afternoon, Boulder Rotary. It's not that easy to get rid of me. Let's see, Marty Evans, will you lead us in the pledge and the four-way test?
I would be delighted to. I see you all standing. If you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And whether you have a four-way test coin in your pocket or would like to read either on the screen or the banner, please join me. Of the things that we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you, Past President Marty. Mr. Jobson.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Chad?
We have a lot of guests and visitors today.
Do we?
We do.
Okay. So shall we stand over here and introduce our guests and visitors? Okay. We got some over here. Hello. Right. So, Linda, you're the host?
Yeah. I'm Linda Dells, and I'm happy to introduce my guest, Peggy Merrill. Peggy has been a friend of mine for 20 years, so she is a lovely and amazing human being. Peggy's been a resident of Boulder for 25 years and a member of the staff of the Boulder YMCA of Northern Colorado. They switched the name. So, Peggy is an executive director of the Boulder YMCA, and as all executive staff members of the Y, she is all about community building and community service. Welcome, Peggy.
Thank you. Sam, I think you have a couple of special guests, no?
Well, two of the CU finest, I'll tell you right here, the leadership, part of the leadership team of Rotaract at CU, Josh and Clark. Clark, will you say just a couple words? Keep it short.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Clark Windmuller. I'm the Rotary Liaison Officer at the Rotaract Club. Just really excited to be here. Thanks for having us. And excited to work with you guys on any projects that you may have throughout the school year.
Thank you. And Linda. You don't have to do that. Well.
I'd like to introduce Kent Hogan. He actually came as a guest once before, but we're working a little bit harder to get him to join us as a member. And Kent, I've known Kent for, probably 40 years. And he's a fourth generation family from Boulder that homesteaded here in the 1800s.
Thank you, everyone. Linda and I talk frequently about my involvement in Rotary, and she'll probably prevail soon and get me on board. So it's such a great organization. Thank you.
Thank you. Susan, are you going to introduce your guest to us?
I am. I'm so happy to introduce my dear friend, Susie Adjutant, who lives in a Hobart Wagner home, and so is keenly interested in our speaker and our program today. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bob?
Yes.
You have a guest. There's a red badge. Special congratulations.
My name is Bob Owens, and I'd like to introduce John Aaron. John is attending because of the program. He's an architectural illustrator. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Who else have we got? Yeah? Oh, Marty, how could I forget you?
How could you forget me? Okay, if you turn that way, Okay, this is Glenn Kreutz, right?
That's right.
Okay, he is our new Dean of Arts and Science at the University of Colorado, coming from Stillwater, Oklahoma, where he was a Rotarian. And we're hopeful for the transfer because we're the best club in Boulder.
All right.
So, welcome. And then my friend Carol Frank. Carol and I are on the CU Foundation together, and we had a conversation last week at that meeting. And she was in Rotary in Dallas, so maybe you would be interested in our club too. We hope so. And then to my left is my sorority sister, Jack Thompson. This is the truth, there's a story. Former Rotary member and his lovely bride, Jeannie. So welcome them, and we're glad to have everybody, and you all come back.
Thank you, Marty, and I think we have one more guest over here.
Hello, I would like to introduce my friend and guest, Priscilla Newbury. Priscilla's application for membership is under my dinner plate, so you can expect to see a lot more of Priscilla. She moved to Boulder a couple of years ago to be with family. Upon her arrival here, we discovered that we had actually worked on the same floor of the World Trade Center Twin Towers in 1979, and we've remembered seeing each other in the ladies' room.
Thank you, Richard. So I would like to welcome any guests that we have who are joining us online on Zoom today. I believe we have Dominica. If you'd like to unmute yourself and say hi.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am a past president, currently secretary of the Rotary Club of Montego Bay in Jamaica, and I enjoy your meetings very much. It's good to be with you again. Thank you.
Great, and I don't think we have anybody else online, but if you are, would you unmute yourself and just say hi? Okay, thank you everybody. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Thanks everyone. Welcome to Boulder Rotary. Jack and Jeannie, it's great to see you guys back here as well. This is the best place to be on a Friday afternoon in Boulder, Colorado, whether you're here with us in the room or on Zoom. Obviously, I'm not Cassidy. Cassidy called me this morning. Her puppy got into some medicine that he wasn't supposed to get into. So think about her right now. I know she's with Indy, trying to make sure that he's feeling better, and they're at the vet hospital right now. A couple of other sad points that I want to make sure I mention. Keep these Rotarians in mind. Dave Darmer's father passed away, and Pam Hayek's great niece, who was only 2 years old, she passed away in an accident. So please keep them in mind. It's obviously kind of a sad day here at Boulder Rotary, so just think about those Rotarians. I'd like to have Bill Anderson come up with a blue badge transition with Bob Owens. I know Bob's here. Yep.
As Bob approaches, just a quick reminder, our next Red Badge breakfast is at the Buff next Thursday from 7:15 to 8:30. All are welcome to join. You do not have to be a Red Badge member. We'd love to see you there. Come join us for breakfast. Okay. Keeping with our theme of architecture for today, I'm so happy to reintroduce to the club Bob Owens, who joined us in February, sponsored by Dick Golden and Vanessa Mead. Bob was born in Greenville, South Carolina. His father served as an aviator in the Marine Corps, and his family lived in 10 locations before Bob first attended the University of Virginia, where he earned a bachelor's degree in, you guessed it, architecture. After graduating, Bob worked at an architecture firm in Louisiana, in New Orleans. During this time, he also served on the Louisiana State Architectural Selection Board. Bob moved to Boulder in 1983. He was a founding principal of Boulder Associates Architects, a firm specializing in the design of healthcare and senior living facilities. The firm now employs approximately 150 staff in 8 offices across the United States. Bob retired in 2014. Bob has 3 children, 4 stepchildren, and 12 grandchildren. He currently serves on his Homeowners Association board in Knollwood Village and is a member of the nominating committee and chairman of the facilities committee at Pine Street Church in Boulder. Sounds like a Rotarian to me. Please join me in congratulating Bob Owens. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bill, and thanks, Bob. If we could pull out our raffle tickets. The winner is 9899564. $9,899,564. So that was not Bill Anderson? I would like to insert it into the record that Bill Anderson's winless raffle streak stands at 1. Thank you so much, Mr. Siegel, for your presentation. That was really, really amazing. You'd mentioned that you could stay after for questions. That's wonderful. If you ever decide to do a walking tour or an architecture tour of Boulder, let me know. I will be the first to sign up. Marty Evans is going to come up and talk a little bit about Rotation Day, which is one of my favorite days at Boulder Rotary. My wife lovingly calls it the career day at Rotary.
Actually, with a very large club as we are, this is a wonderful opportunity to make it a little bit smaller. So on your tables, you'll find a sign-up sheet, and we would encourage you to do that. There are several which are well booked and a few which could use some more participants. And if you haven't signed up for any 1, 2, and 3 of your choices, please do so. The committee, Christina and Dick and I will be meeting early this week to finalize the assignments. So those of you who have signed up, look for information from us email-wise as to where you'll be going. And then those that will be hosting will let you know as well. If you've never been to Mackey Auditorium, there'll be some places you have never, ever seen. So come join me and some others and go visit the other sites as well. So I encourage you to sign up. Thanks so much.
Thanks to Dick Golden and Christina Louis, and thank you, Marty, for all the efforts putting together Rotation Day. It really is an amazing day. I saw my friend who runs the dispatch last weekend. He's really excited to have the group of people from Rotary come out there. So if you haven't met him, or if you were part of the Wildfire already, pre-meeting a while back, definitely consider going to see the dispatch, because it really is a pretty incredible place. Speaking of Rotary Wildfire ready, I think Charlotte's ready.
Yes, okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm just going to be sharing my screen. So thank you, Chad, and good afternoon to you all. So you may recall a few months ago, we briefly introduced the Rotary Wildfire Ready website to you and said that we would be presenting it again following some updates. Well, we're here today, and on behalf of the Rotary Wildfire Ready Committee, I'd like to just take a couple of minutes to navigate you to our Boulder County specific webpage and show you some of the new resources that we have added since we last spoke. Of course, we are always updating the page to ensure that we have the most relevant and up-to-date information available for you. So on our main web page for the Boulder Rotary Club, you will find a link to the Boulder Rotary Wildfire webpage under the Events and Projects tab. And you'll see it's the first one here at the top. So this will take you to the main page where we introduced you to some of the resources and materials in our last presentation. Today, what we'd like to do is just explore the Boulder County specific information that you can access by clicking on the Regional Information tab here over on the right, and you'll see there's multiple counties in here. And if you click on the Boulder County specific information, this is really all information that is directed to Boulder County resources relating to wildfires and fires in emergency. So if you scroll through this webpage, you'll see some critical information on how to sign up to the emergency notification system, where you can receive alerts on hazards across the county. We would like to note, however, that should you receive an emergency notification, you're strongly encouraged to visit the Boulder Office of Emergency Management website to get specific details on the most up-to-date information relevant to that particular emergency. You will also note that we have added direct links to Twitter feeds and Facebook pages as part of the emergency communication resources across the county, and also links to the Boulder County Sheriff Department and, of course, emergency 911. There's also some links here to local news and radio frequencies where you can also hear about updates regarding any emergencies. Further down, if you scroll a little bit further, you will find information specific to county fire restrictions, burn permits, Boulder County Community Wildfire Protection Plan. This last resource specifically provides a plan for the community on how to increase and improve wildfire preparedness and mitigation efforts in advance of wildfires. And further down, we also have additional resources here. And you'll notice that these links include a suite of wildfire community plans that are actually more specific to districts within Boulder County. So these include everything from Allens Park, City of Boulder specifically, 4 Mile Canyon, Golden, etc. So please feel free to scroll down through these, and these links will take you directly to any one of those plans. We also have direct links to the fire district web pages. Note that we've posted the top 12 main districts. However, we are looking into providing a general link to information on all the districts and fire departments across Boulder County, and those are about 60 different links that we will be able to provide through one document. So you can scroll and click on any of these sites, and it'll take you directly to the information and contact information for any of those districts. And finally, we also have some information on state resources relative to Arapahoe and Roosevelt, the Colorado State Forest Service, and Boulder County Open Space and Mountain Park. So that's our time for today. As always, we encourage you to explore this website and provide feedback to Marlene or anyone on the Rotary Wildfire Committee. We're also open to navigating through this with you in person should you want to explore this further. So on behalf of our committee, I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte, for walking us through that. That was very helpful. One of the things I didn't mention when I saw my friend last week, the first thing he said to me was, "Dude, you haven't signed up through Everbridge yet." So I said, I'm sorry. So thank you for the reminder to do that. I know that it did work. I know this past week when we had the flash flood warnings, Marlene mentioned that she got a notification about the flash floods. So it is really important to register for this. I'd also, it was recommended that you sign up your home, you sign up your business. So, depending on where you are during the course of the day, you're always going to get a reminder if something like that does happen. Dr. George Russell, let's go to birthdays.
Well, it's my birthday. Thank you very much. When I come home feeling old and tired with a chill and aches from the cold, I go into my bathroom wall and look and see what is so old. Can you turn on the lights? I got macular degeneration, so I got a problem. And I don't have this memorized, I'm sorry. I stare up this old license plate I got about 40 years ago. On the one in the middle it says Texas, one side 19, the other side 40. Now that's the year that I was born. And it seems so apropos for me to have this arcane thing as an inspiring memento. It's been there on my it hangs there oh so quietly on my bathroom wall so long, and when I gaze upon it, my heart is filled with song. It started back when I was new, like me, in the year that I was born. Now it's almost battered and scarred and beaten up and rusty and worn. So when I look upon this in the mirror and contemplate what I see, I gaze upon this license plate and it looks worse than me. I don't have any other birthdays. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, George. I got one question for you. When your birthday rolls around, do you mail yourself a card?
Yes.
Do you pay?
Yes.
Don't forget, the birthday fund goes right to our scholarships, and it's such a great way to raise money for our local youth. Let's roll to the brew.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. Now, I'd like to start this morning with a thought experiment.
Very pleased to announce that John Hugo, General Secretary and CEO of Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation, will be our speaker at Boulder Rotary Club on December 9th via Zoom. He will have a full program followed by a questions and answer section with Boulder Rotarians. It is a date that you will want to mark on your calendar and is not to be missed. December 9th, more details to follow. John Hugo, General Secretary, CEO of Rotary International, speaking to Boulder Rotary, December 9th.
So the next time you look up at that night sky, just think, you can truly make a difference. You can be the inspiration for anyone who needs your help, because the power of your compassion and the force of your commitment is greater than the cruel conflicts that undermine the cause of peace. Yeah.
This year is the 4th annual Jim Swaybe Peace Award. On September 21st, International Peace Day, the Peace Builders will announce the winner at our hopefully huge community gathering honoring International Peace Day. The Peace Builders are still accepting nominees. There are so many people in this community working for peace. Take a moment to recognize them. You'll need to talk to Danny Lindau. The award recognizes outstanding achievement for the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world of fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. It's awarded annually to a person living or working in Boulder County or to an organization based in Boulder that exemplifies the ideals of Boulder Rotary or Rotary in general. Please talk to Danny Lindau. We look forward to your amazing nominations.
This week's Rotarian on the Street is with Nancy Chin Wagner. There she is. Okay. What are male ballerinas called?
Pirouettas.
Pirouettas?
Mm-hmm.
Are you making up that word?
No, not
Is that
at
really
all.
what they're called? I don't even know. What is a pirouetta?
Then you got to look it up.
Oh
He's
my
got to
God.
look up pirouettas.
Oh my God. Talk
There you
about.
go. But I like the tights.
Talk about turning it around. Okay, great. Now I'm flustered.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, great. This week's Rotarian on the Street, NCW, here live.
For those of you who've been keeping track, Boulder residents have been paying taxes for a proposed passenger rail line to Longmont and Denver since 2005. You may have also noted that it's never been built. We also see new train stations and new train lines opened all across the Denver metro area over the last decade. Next Friday, Colorado Public Radio transportation reporter Nathaniel Miner explains why Boulder has been left out so far and whether there's any hope for Boulder's train in the future. Hey guys, are we gonna have a great weekend?
We sure are. Rolling the credits on today, I'd like to thank Lynna Kotke and Bob Owens for greeting us at the door. Thanks to Carl Kurtz for promoting the raffle. Thanks to Jim and Jancy for the desk. And thanks to Fred, Vanessa, Lynn, and our Zoom moderator today, Gary Kahn, for meeting management. Thank you all. Okay. Mr. Siegel, you're going to stay for a little while? Perfect. So if you have questions on architecture, stick around for a little while. Meeting adjourned.